side.
No. Which is
There's
true.
a meme going around on social media of Terminal 3 at the airport. And the quote under that is, "This is now the gate of no return." During the days of the slave trade, it was at the Cape Coast Castle. But now the gate of no return is at Terminal 3 because young people are looking to leave the country and never come back again. This year alone, between January and now, over 4,000 nurses have left. And even well for that, we know that there's a promise of a good job at the other side and so on. But people go even when they have absolutely no idea where they're going to settle or what they're going to do or what really is at the other side. So they latch onto the promise of a better life. It's unfortunate.
A friend of mine at the psychiatric hospital, I think told me last week or so that I think they were only left with 3.
3 doctors.
No,
3
3
nurses.
of the nursing practitioners, senior, and we're talking about senior people.
They've
And
all
for people
left.
to make that decision, even in their late 30s and early 40s, to go and seek greener pastures just because things are not good, we should be asking ourselves deep questions.
Yeah.
Of course, people migrate for many reasons, because it could be that you want better economic outcomes or livelihoods, but also sometimes it could be because of peace and security reasons, or it could be by choice.
But when there's such a mass migration,
We should be worried.
we should be worried
Yeah,
because
we should be
it
worried.
seems like the next natural thing for nurses now. You talk to 5 nurses and 4 of them are looking for opportunities to leave. I spoke to a young lady who said that they have not been posted. I think she finished in 2021. 2021. She's not been posted. She's waited for 2 years. Her juniors who finished in 2022 have been posted. And there's a long backlog of those who finished in 2021 who have not been posted and are looking for opportunities. So she was asking me if I knew anyone who could help her go to the UK.
Yeah.
And it's not just her.
Yeah.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
So, and the nurses, the problem with the nurses or with the nursing situation is dire
Yeah.
because they all want to go.
Yeah.
The hospitals are now understaffed. The nurses are working longer shifts now. They have fewer off days now. It's affecting the work that they're doing.
Yeah.
We are suffering for it, and we're not hearing anything.
Fantastic. I have a friend in the UK, Kojo Menu, and Kojo Tufo Menu will always tell me about how, even though it's always rosy, especially if you're a health personnel, you have to make sure that the job that the agency promises you is there. Because now we have countless stories of Africans, not only those from West Africa, but the rest of sub-Saharan Africa, who are going to, especially UK, thinking that there are health jobs available, and they go there, the care jobs that they're supposed to undertake. They're supposed to undertake some level of examination.
Yes.
And if you do the first one, that is, if you don't take examination before you go, and you take the first one, the second one, the third, and all these are backed by your agency or your employer, after that you're on your own. And many of them find it very difficult to survive after that because you have to keep working the shifts, etc. So you have to get all, or dot all the I's and dot all the T's before you go. But it's a good thing, better than what we have here. But at the end of the day, make sure that you get it right.
I'm glad you mentioned this because now it appears that some people are running some sort of a pyramid scheme with the care jobs or the care job promises in the UK where they take money. So ordinarily they take about £3,000, but some people take £6,000, £7,000 and promise you the care job. You write the first or second exam, you will probably fail, and then you don't get the job. But you make that payment of between £3,000 to £7,000 before you get to write the exam. If you don't pass it, that means that you have to take the exam again. But the opportunity to take the exam again just somehow never comes. And they take your money, you don't get it back, and they offer the same job to other people. And there have been so many reports of it. We don't hear about it enough, but that's what's happening. So I agree with you. You should make sure that the promise of the job is actually legit
and secured,
and available before you make that trip.
It's still better than staying here, though.
No,
but at the end of the
Roland.
day,
Well, don't say that. It's better than staying here.
I don't know. Is your lineage linked to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah? Because you seem to be preaching patriotism. Please, let's go through what we have for
Oh
the
my
day.
goodness, Roland.
Greener
You are still
pastures is
here.
good. Yeah.
You are still here.
You don't know what's...
We are looking to Japa.
You don't know what in my mind. Let's go through. So this morning, we're asking you... Today is the 19th, right? Okay.
Yes, it is.
How is the registration going on in your community? So we want to know. Well, the registration is really not in your community.
It's in your district.
It's in your district. So as the registration going on in your community, invariably meaning your district. So please call us and let us know, because we're posing this question as a result of the persistent, now known position of the chair of the Electoral Commission, Jane Mensah, who used to be Executive Secretary or Director for the Institute of Economic Affairs. These days, they've gone down in criticizing and critiquing issues of governance and transparency and elections across Ghana. But at least this former Executive Secretary or Director is now the chair of Ghana's Electoral Commission, who is defending their position closely. So please make sure you join us. Then we'll have Johnny's Bite with the latest of his commentary on a critical national issue of public concern. And then we'll straight away look at big issues. And again, is the EC's insistence, the voter registration exercise, having no challenges. And we're going to join by the astute Bernard Mona, former chair of the PNC, and somebody I love so much, Musa Dankwa, Executive Director of Global Info Analytics. They've been doing a lot of polls these days. And so we're going to have Elike Mkotoko join in Saka Salia, my good friend from way back. So we'll have some great time. Then on the latter part of the discussion, we'll have the pension bond holders. So pensioners who are bond holders, and as you watch the story, they're now being given an ultimatum by the Finance Ministry. So the haircuts haven't gone after all. All those thinking everything is safe. You know, we have a certain section of our population who are suffering. Our Chief Mante of Sojamain constituency will be telling you, Charlie, it's very difficult for many of his friends, but we'll see how that goes. No.
Yes, and later on the show, we're going to be having some entertainment. We'll be hosting two-time BET nominee, Come and See My Mother, hitmaker, amazing musician and music maker. Ms. V is going to be here with us in the studios. She's celebrating 10 years of music. 10 years.
Already?
Yes, 10 years. Can you believe it? It's been 10 years since, was it the MTN Hits Maker, where she was discovered, so to speak.
That was where she was discovered?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So it's been 10 years since Ms. V hit the airwaves, and she's celebrating with the release of a new song titled Destiny. So she'll be here to talk to us about her destiny. She's been in the news lately because of this new release, some videos that she put up on Instagram, and the promise of more to come from her and her camp after the release of the song, Destiny. So we look forward to having her. That means that Roland will be dancing, and that's something to look forward to, isn't it? It is. So that's our lineup for today. We also encourage you to cash out. Every day on the show, we offer you 4,000 Ghana cedis, and all you have to do is dial *439#. Just by doing that, you stand a chance of winning 1,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, we'll give you 4 lucky winners, 1,000 Ghana cedis each. So cash out now. *439# is the number to dial. Stay tuned. You're watching TV3 New Day. We'll be right back.
Jumekuo baako a wasɔ yasene mehu sikanie sika mebajo yaji eni ni enye sika True Games na ye True Games dia mebajo fa phone eye yamu eye iPhone no eye den na we dale sa *959#. Let's take it.
2023 district level elections will be held on the 19th of December 2023 from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. When you vote assembly and unit committee members into office, you give them the authority to plan, budget, and implement decisions on your behalf, because district assemblies and unit committees are responsible for the development of the areas within their jurisdiction. The assembly determines how much to spend on essential services and infrastructure, for example, healthcare facilities, schools, sanitation services, public transportation, the supply of clean water, local economic development, and security measures within the locality. There is no discrimination against eligible candidates and voters. We must endeavor to vote for the right candidate, irrespective of gender, ethnicity, or disability. A vote for the right candidate is a vote for development. All Ghanaian citizens of 18 years and above with valid voter ID cards should turn out in their numbers to vote for their preferred candidate. Political parties are not allowed in district level elections. Do not sell your vote to any political party undercover. Remember, district level elections happens once every 4 years. The time is now. Your vote is your power. Get involved. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Information with support from the Governance for Inclusive Development Program implemented by GIZ and commissioned by the German Ministry of Economic Cooperation and Development.
Get ready to experience a night of divine worship and celebration like never before. It's the 60th edition of the Bernard Amankwa Celebration of His Grace concert. This year, it's all about my offering a heartfelt tribute of praise and thanksgiving to the Almighty. Join us as we gather at the National Theatre on Sunday, the 24th of September 2023 at 6 p.m. Ministering on the night, Perez Music, Niso, Michael Kessie, Iona Renee, Jayana, the man Bernard Amankwa, and the Presence Band. Admission is absolutely free. Come, let's celebrate His grace together. For more information, call 0554 074 766. See you on Sunday, September 24th at the National Theatre at 6 p.m. Be there as we joyfully lift our voices and offerings to the heavens in unison. Sponsors: InnoLink, FlexiClay, Rayroy, New Professionals, Innovate, Controlite, Specialize. Media partners: TV3, Onia FM, Onia TV.
Get ready for another cultural explosion like never before. On 21st September, Africa will witness an ultimate celebration of African diversity and flavor at the 3FM Afro Connect event. This is the place to experience the magic of African arts and creativity. You also get to unite in a sizzling jollof war competition, igniting a culinary showdown. Will Cote d'Ivoire hold the jollof war title? So whether you're passionate about food, art, games, or simply making new connections, 3FM Afro Connect event on the 21st of September is the place to be. Venue: Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. To sell, call 053-220-0927. 3FM Afro Connect, connecting Africa and beyond. Brought to you by 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio. Sponsored by Tasty Tom, ECG Power App, Festival, Mega 6 Lotto, Accel Washing Powder. From the heart of our nation to your screens, we present Ghana's Most Beautiful, a show that brings forth the stories, dreams, and aspirations of remarkable young ladies. Every episode unfolds a new chapter of discovery as our delegates immerse themselves in the culture, history, and spirit of their regions. From thrilling challenges to heartwarming moments, witness their transformative journey to become the next Ghana's Most Beautiful Queen. GMB 2023, Ghana's Beauty, Africa's Pride.
GMB 2023 is sponsored by Gino Tomato Mix, GTP, Techno Camon 20 Series, AT, Pepsodent Charcoal and Lemon Infused Formula and Pepsodent Natural Herbal Formula, Geisha Moringa and Geisha Black Soup, Key Soap, Bell Pack Tissues, Sankofa Natural Spices, Vitamilk, Deluxe Acrylic Paint, Nescofa Blood Tonic, Heaven Black Mosquito Spray and Coil, Enapa Foods, Freedom from Casapreco, Frutelli Calipo, Duffy's Health and Beauty, Obuasi Bitters, Nubunawo Mwankasa, Dragnet, Shalatem, Top Choco, Global Wings Travel and Tour.
Makeup was done by House of Tara.
The age age-old rivalry that senior high schools engage in is still present within alumni. The battle for bragging rights to a particular endeavor remains even after school. If your school can cook, it means your school is here. If your school can boast of good culinary masterminds, this right here is the perfect platform to showcase that skill set. Alumni have met and they have chosen representatives to take up the task of preparing extraordinary dishes to bring victory to their respective schools.
Tell me what you're cooking.
Week in, week out, these schools will mount these workstations in a bid to buy your nutritional affinity to them. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your taste buds and fasten your aprons. These culinary experts are set to battle for the enviable crown of being tagged Lords of the Kitchen. This is Kitchen Wars Season 2.
Kitchen Wars Season 2, Sundays at 5 p.m. on TV3. Don't miss it.
Sponsored by Gino Tomato Mix.
And Napa Foods. Say Napa. Enye ono soko.
PGL.
And just before that was one of the best love songs produced this year Far Away by Abiana and Famia. You're listening or you're watching us on TV3. This is New Day, and for this morning segment, we're talking about the limited voter registration exercise. We want to find out how it's going in your community or in your district. We have exactly 12 days to go, I believe. The registration exercise, which started on the 12th of September, ends on the 2nd of October. So yes, that's 12 days to go. So far, the EC say they have registered about 182,831 people. 182,831 people. The target at the beginning of the registration was 700,000 people. So they still have a very long way to go with only 12 days left. They say that they will conduct a mop-up exercise to clean up in 2024 to see for all of the people who were unable to register during this period. We want to find out from you. How is the registration exercise going in your district? Have you tried to register? Have you joined the queue? Have you been there? Have you gotten the opportunity to? Are there any challenges in your district? Let us know. You can call us now. The number is on the screen. We have our first caller on the line. Hello, Joseph. Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Okay, I think Joseph is not there. But you can call us now. The number is on the screen. Have you attempted registering this year? If you just turned 18 or you were unable to register during the last voter registration exercise in 2020, have you tried to register this year? What are your thoughts about all the challenges we're having? Malfunctioning of equipment, non-function of equipment. In some places, the registration exercise has halted altogether. In some places, you have to travel about 35 kilometers to access the district where the voter registration exercise is going on. How is it going for you? Did you listen to the EC boss yesterday? What are your thoughts on some of the things that she said? Call us now. We've got Kweku on the line. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, Kweku, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. I'm calling from Yingano.
All right.
So this is the issue. We are in Yingano and our district is almost near a place called Kaswa. And in the area, it's like nobody is aware there's something going on.
Okay.
And one thing you have to understand is that let's take that aside and let's see what the EC is doing. We'll go to the district office to go and do our registration. But a layman person knows that when you come to Yingano, we have a place called Yingano A, Yingano B. When you finish registering at the office, how are you going to know this is Yingano A or Yingano B? And it's confusing. Let's put that one to aside. They said they are doing it online, and if the network is not good, they do it offline. Fine. You do it offline, and later I come, you tell me that, no, you did not register, but I have a voter's ID. Are you trying to...
I don't understand. You are told that you could not register, but you are given a voter's ID?
No, it's not that. They say, oh, we are doing it online, right? Then when you are doing it online, sometimes they tell the network is really bad, so we'll register you to do offline, give you a voter's ID, then we do a backup. Or we do it later.
So you can be given a card even though you haven't been registered online?
When it's done offline or something like that.
I see. Okay. Are you there? Okay, I think we lost Kweku there. But that's interesting, isn't it? He says that when you go to the registration site and the network is bad, they're not able to register you online.
So they
will do it offline. But they're still able to issue you a card.
Yes. So initially, when we started introducing what we're calling the BV machines, yes, etc. So yeah. So we're doing it offline. Hello. Good morning.
Is Kweku back?
Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Ismaila. You're welcome to the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
The registration. You see where I am.
Where are you?
Zinundu. That's honorable the MP hometown. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Who's your MP?
Our MP, Gushago. The Gushago MP. Honorable Tampuli.
Okay.
That's his hometown.
Okay.
From the hometown, where from Zinundu to Gushago, when you have to travel, it is about 78 miles.
That's far.
It's about 78 miles. Can you imagine if somebody is to leave there to Gushago to register? what will happen? So the Electoral Commission should look at things again. We can't go to Gusau and register.
Do you know if people are going to register?
To go to Gusau. That's our district capital to register.
But do you know if people are going?
Hello?
Do you know if people are going to register or not?
When you try to go, you have to sleep there. You have to sleep there for some time, for 2 days before you can register.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the call. 74 miles. Well, you can call us now. The number is on the screen. How is registration going on in your community or in your district? Have you attempted registering? Are people going to register? Because for this gentleman who has called us from, is it Gusau, he said? Gusau.
Gushegu.
Gushegu.
Yeah. So the Member of Parliament is Hassan Tampol. He used to be with the MPA. He's a legal practitioner, though. And sometimes it surprises me that we have well-meaning individuals and Ghanaians who are members of Parliament who also know how people find it difficult to traverse the length and breadth of the various constituencies or districts they have. And these advocacies are not being taken directly to the Electoral Commission. We have the Electoral Commission coming straight away and tell us in the face, as if we don't know the places that we live, that they want to supposedly ensure the integrity of the register. Yeah. It is very insulting. You know, sometimes over the weekend I got many calls and I did do some travel. And I did witness people having difficulties converging in those registration areas since morning, and they hadn't registered. So it is frustrating when you have well-meaning people who have all the PhDs, some of the best degrees, and they don't seem to put a lot of well-meaning reason to the logic that it is impossible just for you to be able to afford one, to even make that decision that I want to tread that long distance just to go and register. It will deter somebody. And that will mean, if you look at the meaning of the Constitution, you disenfranchising somebody.
Yes.
It is very insulting.
Exactly. We've got our last call on the line now. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Alaji, good morning. You're welcome to the show.
This is Alaji Karim Crawford for Cement.
You're welcome. Alaji, you're on air.
Thank you. Hello, how are you?
Chaladeo, how are you too?
I'm fine, thank you. Now, yesterday, I'm not disappointed on you because if it's the way people work from Aso-Boy to Sports Cement, about getting to 60 marks.
You said they work?
Aso-Boy to Sports Cement. Before we take care for, we can take care for 30% cement to KDP. Now, it's not easy at all. If they come to our place, we will appeal to what we are saying. That's a matter for property to KDP. If you get two guarantor, in and out, at least you spend about 220 or 150 Ghana. Yeah. We just make quiet, keep quiet, go to our mouth. We talk or we speak for this game, but to be the right thing. Now, please. If we should do better because people are going through hell. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Alaji, for the call. Alaji was our last caller.
Yeah, so just to make meaning of what he's saying, he's talking about Dodo Papase, and many of those areas are just island communities, and they're just bordering the Volta Lake. Okay. And even if you're not registering, you just want to travel, go and take work, etc., to be able to take a ferry or a canoe to cross those areas, it's difficult. Just in April this year, a teacher posted to one of those island communities, died in the river or the Volta Lake because he wanted to go to school and teach pupils of Ghana. And for people to go and register, we are giving them the option that if you like, you can decide to take that canoe or ferry and go and queue for long hours and go and register. Even if you're not registered, you have to go back, go through that same route that you went or you came by, and then the next day come back and register. Yeah. For me, it doesn't make sense because what we are doing is trying to tell people that, well, if push comes to shove, I will decide that I don't want to register. Dr. Bosman Asari, I asked him, when you were with the political science department, you always said that, oh, transparency and governance, people need to have their rights that are enshrined in the Constitution adhered to. Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. It's frustrating, and it's the last thing we want from a democracy like ours. But Johnny is on standby with Johnny's Bites. Let's take a look.
A hard bite. It helps us as politicians. Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic. Why? Maybe, hey, why do you panic? The way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can. Okay. And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty much
Johnny's Bite.